Hey, welcome back to the Passive Buddies podcast. And today we are going to be looking at the question everybody wants to know. How much does YouTube pay, and is it worth sitting there creating videos all day? What do you do when the dream of an online business makes you work harder than a day job would? The answer: you build passive income. On the Passive Buddies podcast, we cover the myths behind passive income and how to build true financial and time freedom. Welcome to the Passive Buddies podcast. Hey, so as usual, obviously we've got Brian, the host, and Brandon, the co-host, is here. He's got his headphones on. He's got a normal t-shirt on today, guys. He doesn't look like a gangster, but he is the one out of the two of us who has a monetized YouTube channel. So, is it worth it?
No, not at all. No, I mean, it is worth it. I think that it's kind of like the compound effect, where if you continuously work on it and continuously grow it and don't give up on it, you're going to get more views, which is going to get you more ad revenue, which is going to increase your your video production, so you can do more and promise more and just deliver on more, which you can just kind of use as a just like Mr. Beast does. He literally takes all his fun from all his videos and reinvests them all back into production, and so it just becomes this compound effect. Right now, I make very little on my podcast. On my YouTube channel, but I was in a group that is about YouTube, and I posted, and they said that I have a high RCM or whatever the
RPM or CPM?
Let me find it. I have a high.
It's the amount of money per views, isn't it?
Per million views, yeah.
Per million views, yeah.
Yeah. So they said I have a high view. Number, RPC or whatever it's called, RPM. And so I was just like, cool. And I'm going to show you guys. Am I able to share?
Yeah. If you go down to the bottom where it says click present, you can. For the YouTube guys, we can put this up and you can see the screen. For the podcast guys, obviously go ahead and head over to the YouTube channel, and we'll link it below, and then you can obviously check out what Brandon's showing in the screen share.
We'll just talk about it. So it's not a lot. I mean, so I make $17 per million views, which a lot of people said that was really high. I had no idea. I'm making $102. It was up to 115, but over the last, I want to say like maybe. It was at what, $30 a day, between $18 to $20 normally.
Yeah,
and now it's down to about $5 a day, so a lot less. And I think that was because obviously the content that I was doing was crypto, and at the height of the market, a lot of people were viewing crypto content, and now they aren't so much anymore. So it just. If you have that kind of, I guess, goes well with starting your own YouTube channel, don't pick something that's seasonal, because if you pick something that's seasonal, then you're going to have these seasons where your actual income is very high, and in the seasons where your profits are very, very low. So just take that into consideration. But obviously I don't try and live off my YouTube channel, because I just post videos, and $100 a month is literally nothing. But it's a good start. But that's how much I have I think I have 5,100 YouTube videos. YouTube subscribers, and I just hit 500,000 views.
Nice. So obviously, circling it back, obviously getting YouTube AdSense is possibly one of the, or ad payments, it's possibly one of the most passive things you can get once it's all set up. But like that monetization, what strategies did you use to get monetized?
So I've changed my channel around so much. I would say that's probably one of the biggest mistakes I've had. So like first it was fitness when I was a trainer. So it was all sorts of, and doing podcasts on that about fitness. And then it moved into making money online in real estate and working out. And then it went into just real estate and then crypto. So like mostly the money making online niche or just making income. So I've changed it so much. So I think I would have been monetized quicker if I didn't change it so often, because obviously my audience would fall off and do that sort of thing. But I did it organically. I just literally, I think the last maybe hours of watch time, maybe like I think how many hours of watch time you need?
4,000.
4,000, yeah. Like maybe like the last 1,000, I put on like a long hour-long video on my computer and would like run it from a different computer so that I would get some watch time. But other than that, like everything's been organic. I mean, that's why it's kind of been just this steady kind of growth. There's been like, I haven't bought subscribers or anything like that, because if you do that, one, they don't really watch your content. So it's like you're this empty monetized channel with no real like viewership. So you just have to be careful. I would say just, there's so many different ways you can buy monetization and then start like it would be starting from scratch, but then you would get essentially YouTube sending you more traffic just because of the way that they want to show ads to people, even if it's bots, because people are paying for it, or the businesses, or doing it organically. I guess it just really depends on how quickly you want to get it done.
Yeah, and as you can see, obviously, you've had your channel monetized for how long now?
I think, just about a year now.
Just about a year. So obviously, like the race to get monetized is one thing and get that monetization. But as you can see, the initial income when you do first get monetized, like fair play, you've made like $2,000 in a year or nearly 3. So obviously that's still good money, and it's like it's $3,000 you never had.
Right.
So it's still, and it's always, as you say, it's compounding, it's building, which is pretty good. But then, as you say, like if you go down the route of buying the subscribers, buying the watch time, which I've done in the past, I've bought some watch time, I've bought some subscribers. It's the biggest thing is it skews with your data. So how do you know what good videos you're making? So actually impacts your data in a negative way, where you need to wait for that to clear in order for you to sort of understand what videos people actually watch and what are ranking. So it actually does a bit more harm than good for your long-term YouTube development, buying stuff. But then obviously it's took you a year when you decided. No, so you've been a year monetized, you got $3,000. It's took, and when you decided to really go for it, how long did it take you?
6 months, I think.
6 months.
Yeah, so I barely was posting ever. It'd be just like a random video or fitness or whatever. And from there, when I got back to, I think it was like March of 2021, and I was telling my friend Jatari, he's a good buddy of mine. I was like, I'm going to get monetized because I'm tired of Facebook, and I'm just going to focus solely on YouTube. And I just would post literally every 2 videos a day of just content of what I was doing in crypto, what I was researching, pretty much what you kind of do to build a following and build a online business. Is like, when I was getting into crypto, I didn't really know too much about it. So when I would learn something, I would just post it on YouTube and show someone how to do it, which would then reinforce what I just learned. And so it just allowed me to kind of learn crypto really fast, but also get monetized on YouTube and make a passive income that way.
Okay, so you made 2 videos a day.
Yeah, I was doing 2 videos a day,
which is quite intense, isn't it? Did you do any editing on the videos, or did you just record and go?
So there are some that I did edits. I'm trying to get to a point now where I don't do any edits. So like my week this week was no editing. I just recorded. I don't do an intro and outro. I'm pretty lazy with my stuff, to be honest.
We discovered that the other day, though, didn't we?
What was that?
So we discovered that the other day.
Yeah. Well, I am pretty lazy with stuff because you have to think of like return on investment or return on time. Like until I get this to a point where I can reinvest the money to obviously buy the editors, do that, where this entity is self-sufficient, I won't invest that much time into it until it gets to a point when it's making, and that's my goal. I mean, this 2000, and we have a goal video or podcast coming up talking about our 2023 goals. But one of my goals is to, if I can take in 2023, build it to where it's 50,000 subscribers and it's making it, I'm just 10xing it and making it $1,000 a month, then I'll start investing it that way and start using the money from that company to reinvest and then have like a loss in a sense. And then obviously use the cash flow challenge software, all the other streams that are making me more money, that I can make more money today by investing my time, versus a channel that will grow organically because I'm not in a rush, because it's not how you make real money. I mean, it's a great way to make money if you're in the top 100%, but then it becomes really a big business if you had that same kind of investment in time, resources, you would be making it more with a bigger, with your own company, like investing in real estate or buying assets or whatever. And then essentially you can use the YouTube revenue as a way to spread out your marketing quicker for your main business, right?
Yeah. I think that's one thing to note, isn't it? Is like YouTube ad obviously pays you and you get ad revenue on top of that, and you can make that very compound and passively, but it's never ever should be focused as the main income stream from that marketing perspective. Now, I know obviously like I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, and I'm still having that battle, and it's an interesting battle, but it's a fucking battle. And I've made money off YouTube through affiliate commissions, through coaching sales, like all of those things. And on a small channel, they're the easiest leads to convert, because if they've watched you like over, I think my quickest one was closed, or from initial contact to closed within 24 hours. And that was a $1,000 deal. And that was literally, obviously, he'd watched my YouTube channel for a couple of weeks. I didn't even know he was there. And then all of a sudden a comment comes in, we catch the comment, we obviously bring them into the group, and ding, 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 we've made the money. Again, so not from being monetized, I still managed to make money from YouTube, and it's actually stronger and quicker money as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have to think of the intent of what people are searching for too. Is like they're searching for a solution on YouTube. I mean, if they're actually looking for something, or I mean, that's what your video content is doing, is creating a solution, and people are searching for that on Google or YouTube or whatever, versus Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, mostly just scrolling to see something that catches their eye, to stop them in their place. So if you're doing something that's, like you said, is much more of a warm audience, because it is, they already are aware of their problem, and now they're searching for a solution, and you have the solution.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely, as you say, because the traffic temperature is higher, you can get them obviously indoctrinated and into bigger deals. But as you say, like monetization is definitely, it's interesting the way you've put the fact that, right, okay, I will not invest in my YouTube channel with cash until it makes X amount, and then I can outsource or do something, which I think is pretty interesting, making sure that it never becomes a debt before it becomes a profit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I always think of any kind of business that I own or any investment as a cash flowing positive asset. So like it has to cash flow positive. Like I'm not going to buy a house I'm having to throw away money each month. I'm not going to buy a business unless it's cash flow positive and it can pay the debt service. So like buying from, and this is a whole different topic, but buying off websites off Fiverr, empirebuilders.com, where you can buy a 6-figure business or a 5-figure business or a 4-figure business, and buy it and then get a loan, like an SBA loan, a small business loan, and having the cash flow from the company pay down your debt service. So there's so many different ways, but that's a whole different topic. But YouTube is another micro stream you can create, and a great way you can essentially make passive income if you put in the time.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And guys, obviously, if you've enjoyed the episode on YouTube, then 100% go and join the Facebook group and ask questions about how me and Brandon have actually done made money from YouTube in various stages of our YouTube journey, guys. So if you've enjoyed it, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Passive Buddies podcast. Have you begun your online journey yet? Or are you stuck on how to get it to work for you? Then why not take our exclusive free course, the 2-day Affiliate Commission Challenge, and start your journey to the rest of your life today. It's the first link in the podcast description, and it's totally free. You have nothing to lose, yet everything to gain for you and your family. Enjoy our free gift to you, and the link is below.